Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cool Movies Podcast, joined always by my co-host, Mr. Leo Wakil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
All right. We got a couple things to talk about.
Yeah.
Probably more because we didn't have an episode last week because
Yeah.
I was almost dying. But we both watched Smashing Machine, which we have interesting thoughts about. But you saw one battle after another.
Yes.
I did not.
You did.
I did not. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts about it. One of the things I have heard, it's polarizing.
It is.
You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
Like most people are loving it in terms of online ratings, but like if you see the movie, you can clearly see the two different audiences that it's aimed at. It's the first shot of the movie. It's like a thesis statement. It's a bunch of the first 20 minutes. It's a bunch of immigrants being saved or rescued from like a place they were detained from.
Okay.
I like it. I like the movie a lot.
Okay.
I think it's really great. I love almost every performance. What's your relationship with PTA like? First thing.
I love most of his stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen everything that he's done.
Yeah,
I've
me
seen
too.
most of his stuff. I really like Magnolia, not as a movie, as like a cohesive narrative.
Yeah.
But I love the performances.
Yeah. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, probably, arguably the best performance of his career.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I still think, what have I said before?
Jerry Maguire.
I love Jerry Maguire. I love Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
But that's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I love There Will Be Blood. I know you don't.
I like it. I think
love it.
Very overrated. I don't love Magnolia. That's my least favorite.
Okay, oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
And for me, my least favorite is Boogie Nights.
I love Boogie Nights.
I like it's cool.
Yeah. Same thing with Magnolia for me.
But I think for me especially, because I haven't seen Boogie Nights in a very long time.
I saw it last week. Like almost every movie he made, I saw last week.
Okay. I saw it, I think I was in my mid-20s, and I think there was just something about the disconnect with the 70s at the time. My appreciation for the 70s came way later.
Yeah.
So maybe if I watch it again, I would like it more.
I think you'd like it more if you saw it again.
But also, I'm not a huge Mark Wahlberg guy.
Yeah, I get it.
So that also has a lot to do with it. I love Phantom Thread.
Yes, that's the best one.
It's so good.
That's my favorite PTA.
I think it's the one PTA movie that I think flows the best. I think that plays a lot into it.
Yeah.
And the dynamic between Daniel Day-Lewis's character
and Vicky Creeps.
Yeah. That it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And it's very natural.
And the ending is very crazy. Yeah.
Such a crazy ending.
Yeah. And the score is one of the best scores of all time. I don't know how it lost the Oscars. The track House of Woodcock is one of the best tracks ever. It's amazing.
But still, I think it was, to me, it's like with There Will Be Blood. It's such a ballsy move to have it be basically no dialogue for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. Just cave.
But every shot of Daniel Day-Lewis's face says so much from beginning to end.
And he is.
And
Paul Dano. Paul Dano's also.
Paul Dano somehow is able to match him. Like, they're very, very different actors and different characters.
It's opposing characters, right? It's like
exactly. Yeah. But it's not one of those dynamics of opposing characters where one kind of wilts under the power of the other. Their performances match each other, in my opinion. But what ends up happening in the end happens because that's just the way the story unfolds.
Yeah.
And great. But Paul Dano holds his own.
Yeah.
And credit to him. Yeah. He does an incredible job. But
so
to me, and I especially to go with like DiCaprio and slowly make your way to Sean Penn, because I've heard some incredible things.
I will. Licorice Pizza was his last movie. That's one of my least favorites as well. And this is the polar opposite of that.
Okay.
Everything that was personal and small scale in Licorice Pizza one battle after another is huge. It's one of the most epic films of the last 5 years.
No kidding.
It goes to 1,000 different places in 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's grand. It feels heavy. You know, like There Will Be Blood. You feel the movie very viscerally. And it's the same thing with One Battle. It's very funny. Leo, like, he is amazing as a comedic actor. Like, in everything he does, that he's trying to be like goofy or clumsy. He does it very well. I really, really like him here.
There was one scene I did find a way to see where he's trying to make a phone call.
Yeah, that's...
But he's just totally out of it. And it feels so real.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Like the haziness.
The clothes, he's like in pajamas and like dark shades.
So disheveled.
Yeah. He is great. His daughter, Chase Infinity, I see many people saying like she's on his level. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think she isn't given enough to do. Like, she's very important to the plot, but I don't feel like I got to know her very well. Yeah. Just her role in the story. I love Tiana Taylor. She is his wife, and she is only in a small portion of the film. She's really supporting.
Yeah.
But she's amazing. She's really like imposing. Benicio del Toro is hilarious. And everything that DiCaprio is like maniac, hysterical. He is very calm, collected, zen. He's great. Before I get to Sean Penn, visuals amazing. There's a car chase in the end, which people are already saying is like one of the best of all time.
Nice. Okay.
It's really impressive, like the way the camera moves through the hills in that scene. It's really good. The story progression, like it gets so big so fast.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the first. It basically has a prologue. The first 30 minutes are basically a prologue to what comes next.
Okay.
Chase Infinity, his daughter, only comes into the movie 30 minutes in.
Okay.
And from the first 30 minutes, you feel like there are stakes. Then the film slows down, presents like what's going on nowadays, and things just ramp up from there. And Sean Penn is unbelievable.
And that's amazing. Because remember, he has been around forever.
2 Oscars already.
2 Oscars. One is
which one? Milk?
Milk is debatable for me.
He won instead of Johnny Depp for one of them in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That might have been Mystic River.
Mystic River, okay.
Yeah, which is a deserved Oscar. I mean, it's a great performance in Mystic River. It's a good performance in Milk, but it's almost for me because that was the year that Mickey Rourke was nominated.
He's still from our boys.
Yeah, and so that always signaled to me. I remember how I felt Oscar night when that happened. Because he even thanked Mickey Rourke in his acceptance.
I didn't see it.
Yes, yeah. He's like, I want to thank my brother, and everything. And for me, it was always they don't want to give it to him. Yeah, because he's not their guy.
Yeah,
Mickey Rourke was never their guy. But Sean Penn always was. He always kind of played the game, but he was still like true
Academy friendly.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood friendly.
Hollywood friendly. Mickey Rourke was never Hollywood friendly. Yeah. I mean. So I kind of understand that. Yeah. It's like, you don't even like us. We're not going to give it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, he's
like almost pushing 70.
Yeah, and his haircut in the movie is like so old. Like this part is just thrown to the front. He has like shaved this part. It's really weird.
Very militaristic.
Yes. His posture, his body language, his cadence, everything. There's a scene with Chase Infinity which he is just. So he is imposing, but you feel his insecurities. Yeah, and that's deep. That's layered.
Interesting.
And he's hilarious. Like you see his insecurities so transparently,
right?
In so many scenes, he tries to be the big man in the situation, and he's just like trying to stand on his own, and he can't.
Yeah.
I love the end. I think the film just. I'm not sure it gets better as it goes. There's many. Geographical places the story goes, it's sprawling, it's epic, it's big, and when Leo and him come together and clash, or even him and Chase Infinity, the character moments are what make the film what it is. it mixes genres. It's a comedy. It's an action movie, political thriller, kind of a western in the end.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm not gonna spend that much time on it since Smashing Machine, but it's one of the best of the year. I do think, like many people are saying, best of the decade or best of all time. No, I'm not there. I do think it's one of the best of the year.
Okay.
It's top 3 PTA for sure. Like, or top 2 maybe. The Phantom Thread is my favorite, and I probably have this under it. I love The Master. Have you seen The Master?
I saw it alone. Like maybe
weird movie.
Yeah, it's such a weird movie, but man, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
That dude.
The performance of the screen, one of the best.
I mean, I definitely liked it better than Capote.
I haven't seen Capote.
Capote's the one he won the Oscar for.
Yeah.
And I think he was nominated for Master.
He was 3 of them. Him,
Joaquin Phoenix,
and
and he's just so like creepy and charismatic and measured. It was like it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable performance because he's able to do so much with layers and switching from one thing to the other. It's
this PTA watch through for me was the best thing for him. Like, he is one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He's up there. He's definitely up there.
Everything he ever did, like even the Hunger Games, which he was part of.
You know what?
It's beautiful.
Go back and watch. Well, he is in Boogie Nights. But
He has such a good role in Boogie Nights.
You gotta go to Scent of a Woman.
Oh yeah, it was his first big role.
One of his first,
Yeah.
the first time I remember seeing him, and it's a very small role. But then, when I think the more sophisticated your film palette becomes, the more you can appreciate what he's doing in that role.
Well.
You know, because it's not the easiest of performances. You gotta like look at some of the micro decisions he makes as the character. Go back and watch it if you haven't. Have you ever seen Scent of a Woman?
My mom loves it as well. She always says,
I think everyone's mother loves that movie. You know, but it's definitely worth a watch. Even if it's just for him, even though he's in the movie like maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've heard he's in a lot.
Very, very short, but it's great.
Yeah.
But all right, your overall rating?
I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
All right.
I was between a 4 and a 4.5, mostly because of the like hype.
Yeah.
Because many I don't think it's one of the best of all time. It's one of the best of the year. Really solid. I hope I don't give it a 4 by the end of the year. Like,
yeah, because of other things that come out. Yeah.
Because it is really, really, really good. And the ending, some people might say it's pretty like neat.
Okay.
More than it needs to be.
Okay.
It's very like more of the story.
Right.
But it works.
Okay.
It works.
All right, cool. So if you haven't seen it, go to your movie theater and watch it.
Please do.
And speaking of movie theater experiences, Smashing Machine. Okay. My rating is an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. However, my biases are very, very clear.
Yeah.
You know, I let out a review. I think it was yesterday. I watched the documentary back in the day when I was just getting into MMA.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. I can actually trace it. My MMA, my love for MMA began November 18th, 2006. That was the date of UFC 65. George St. Pierre versus Matt Hughes, the rematch, where George St. Pierre finally won. And then from that moment, I've just been an uber fan. And during that, I would say that first year especially, is when I discovered the Smashing Machine. I don't even remember if I saw it online or I think it popped up on, there was a channel back in the day called IFC, Independent Film Channel.
Yeah, like a TV channel?
Yeah, like just a regular TV channel. That's how old I am, bro. And so I'm like, oh, this has MMA relations. Okay. So I'm
Did you already know him?
No, I didn't know him. I knew Bas Rutten.
Yeah, no, I know.
I knew him because like as I was getting into MMA. A friend of mine was like, "You got to know Bas Rutten."
Yeah.
And so I looked him up. Great
Where's he
dude.
from? Like, he's not American, right?
No, he's Dutch.
Yeah. Dutch.
Yeah. So, fellow countryman.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, he's, big name in there, one of the best. All right, cool. So that added on to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, okay. Pride in Japan, which was UFC kind of level back in the day for the uninitiated. And it's one of those documentaries that, I don't know if you've ever seen Icarus.
No.
I think it is. It's a really quick. It's a documentary that changes totally by accident as he's making it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the impetus of the documentary is, I think, Brian Fogel, I think is his name. He's an amateur cyclist.
Mm-hmm.
And, this was when Lance Armstrong was, getting exposed and the whole sport in general. So he was like, how easy is it to get away with drug testing? And so he was like, okay, I'm going to do a race totally clean.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to find a doctor to help me dope up and then do another race the following year and then compare what is really the difference. He finally found one, this Russian guy from Russia, and then, put him on a protocol. He's doing great. And then halfway through everything is exposed with Russia's use of performance-enhancing drugs in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And the doctor that was helping him was the one in charge of the entire Russian program.
The guy that
the guy that helped him. Yes, they do Zoom chats, and then he interviews him, and then he goes through the entire story. It's an amazing documentary.
A plot twist in a documentary.
And that's what The Smashing Machine was.
Yeah.
The complete plot twist, because it's, okay, here's a profile of the biggest and most notable fighter in MMA at the time. And then he's a drug addict. And then you see, I was watching it recently, and then you literally see him shoot up on camera. Like, it's all good. And you're just kind of watching a train wreck as it's happening. And you're just glued to the screen because he is so articulate. He is so open as far as his vulnerabilities.
Yeah, he's very vulnerable.
And then also, there's that toxic relationship he has with his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it.
Huge part of the movie. And you see it in the documentary.
Yeah.
But you don't see any fights. You just kind of hear him talk about it as a voiceover. Yeah. But you see them together and you just feel that tension. Mm-hmm. You feel like something is not right here, And it's a really impactful documentary, which if you can find it online, good luck. I cannot find it online anymore. So you probably have to just buy it or something. But I was very excited when the movie was announced.
Mm-hmm. Benny Safdie.
And I was even more excited. Yes, Benny Safdie, of course. The Rock, I was like, okay. But when I saw the first still, I was like, wow. Yeah. I was blown away. Because I'm like, okay, The Rock, you got the size for it.
And it's going to be his face.
Yeah. It's like, he has the athleticism for it. So, okay, maybe they can do something. But when I saw the prosthetics, which I think deserves an Oscar nomination.
It will get a nomination.
It really needs to, because he is absolutely unrecognizable. Just the makeup in the sense of you cannot see his tattoos. And he's all sweaty.
Has hair.
You know what I mean? Yeah. The wig is believable. The facial hair. I mean, the brow, the nose.
And even when he shaves, that's in the trailer. He shaves.
Yeah, shaves his head.
Still, you can see better that it's The Rock, but it's still Mark Kerr.
Absolutely Mark Kerr. So let me just talk about the things that I liked, and then we can talk about the flaws that are obvious, but I willfully ignore. The performances are incredible. Even with Emily Blunt, even though I believe the script doesn't give her much to do. It's very much one note.
Yeah.
But there are still moments, like, for example, even the moment when he loses the fight and she's reaching out for him to, like, console him or everything, or when she's taking the picture and she's crying, you know what I mean? There are, like, small micro moments that show a little bit of depth instead of just, the crazy girlfriend. You know what I mean?
And I think Emily Blunt herself gives the depth that maybe the text doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. The Rock, it's like hands down the best performance of his career. I don't know have you ever seen Pain and Gain?
No, but I heard he's
amazing in that role. I mean, it's completely unrecognizable from a performance standpoint. He still looks The Rock. There are moments where it's just another charismatic dude that you recognize. But then there are other moments, substance-induced moments in the movie where it's like, whoa, you're really pulling off the insanity of that. So he's always kind of shown flashes for me. But when I saw him in this, I was just blown away. There were, like, very few times where I caught myself and so I was like, that's The Rock. I was like, no, that's Mark Kerr. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'll point especially to, because of I just saw the documentary the other day, the scene in the doctor's office where he's talking to the woman, explaining what he does. The dialogue is very different from the documentary. Dialogue is not the same. Okay. Even the blocking.
Actress? No, the woman, she was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Really?
One episode. Yeah, I just recognized.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's so random.
And it's different.
The dialogue is different. Even the blocking is different. Yeah. Because they're sitting on opposite sides. Which is kind of funny because there are things that were very, very much pitch perfect recreated, especially in his house. And then Mark Kerr even talks about that in interviews. But the feeling that he gives off as Mark Kerr explaining to this woman what ultimate fighting is.
In a very gentle way. That's like, it's my profession. That's my job.
Yeah. It's like, do you hate each other? Not at all. No.
Like,
there were some things that are the same. Like that part appears, but like when he asks,
the kid asking the autograph, does that appear?
That does not appear in the documentary. But I think even the part of, like, when he's asking, like, oh, you see my face, that does not appear. Yeah. So it's like they're kind of building it. So I see, like, some of the things that Safdie did to kind of fill in the gaps, which for the most part I think worked. I thought another thing that worked was it really felt like I didn't know what cinema verite meant until cinema verite means like a realistic filmmaking where it feels real. Yeah. It doesn't feel like a movie. And you do feel that. I think that's
definitely
to its detriment in some ways. Where it does feel very, very real. But I think once you take the movie in its totality, because it's movies, it still needs a structure to it. And that's where it kind of... That's where it falls.
That's probably my main issue.
Yeah. Because, like, you're just kind of thrown in it. It's like the movie just starts...
In a fight. Two fights.
Yeah. It starts in that tournament in Brazil.
Yeah, Sao Paulo,
In Sao Paulo that he did. Which you can see footage of in the documentary. Yeah, it's there. It's brutal. Really brutal, man. Like, MMA was rough back in the day. And it all feels like you're really, really there, The fight scenes, for the most part, I think are very well done.
I like the fight scenes.
Yeah.
I like the score and the fight scenes.
Yeah.
The drums, very, very, like, tension building. And
with the fight scenes, like, I'm, being a martial artist, I'm very particular about my fight scenes. And so, but I do have to give it a little bit of leeway. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there are some moments where I'm like, that will never happen in a fight. But, like, for example, when he takes somebody down, I'm like, that's a wrestling takedown. That's for real. Of course, like, okay, holding and then hitting somebody in the face, like, that's not going to happen like that.
And the wrestlers in the movie, most of them are wrestlers, and even The Rock comes from a fighting background. No, he doesn't.
He was a football player.
Oh, yeah, sorry. He was a football player.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he has the athleticism to really pull off these moves.
He has the physicality, to make it believable. What's the name of the other guy's friend?
Mark Coleman.
He was so good.
Well, no, that's the name of the character. Ryan Bader is the actor, former UFC fighter, former Bellator champion, great wrestler himself. Yeah, he was legit in his own day. He was even I think he won the Ultimate Fighter show. Yeah. Went all the way up and fought John Jones. And then, like, moved on from the UFC to the Bellator promotion. He was a legit dude, man. Legit dude. And I thought it was a curious choice at first for him to play Mark Coleman. But at the same time, again, watching the documentary and then kind of, it helps me understand some of the decisions made. And so having him, I don't know why he was chosen. Maybe just the physical aspect.
Like Coleman in the doc?
Yes, he is.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's very much an important part of the movie.
They're very, very good friends in real life. They competed against each other back in the day in just wrestling tournaments. And Mark Coleman helped him train a lot when he was an MMA fighter. When Mark Coleman shows up in the hospital, that kind of bothered me. It didn't happen in real life.
Yeah, the second he said, like, I'm going to travel to you, I was like, what?
Like, look, to be fair, I don't know if maybe he actually did in real life, but it was not in the documentary. There was some other of his close friends, and then that breakdown that happens in the documentary as well. And the movie.
Yeah, and it's to fit the movie. Like,
exactly. Again, another, building up the characters, building up their dynamic and relationships, so it worked.
Yeah.
And he does a great performance as a first-time movie. Yeah, I was like, but at the same time, Mark Coleman is not the most expressive of people.
The real life
Mark Coleman. He's like you're just talking to a regular dude. Real life hero, by the way. Side note, he was hospitalized months ago because he ran into a burning house to save his parents and smoke inhalation, and he was hospitalized for days. He almost was not going to make it.
Wow.
Yeah. But Boss.
Is he the real life guy?
That's him.
Yeah,
that's
him,
Boss.
Right?
And even when you see him in the documentary, you're like, he hasn't aged that much.
I saw like pictures of him originally. Even at the end of the movie, they show like a picture reel.
Yeah.
Still him.
Yeah. And he's like one of the great fighters, one of the great trainers. And I thought it added a level of authenticity to the story itself in general. But I think let's just kind of go to the elephant in the room. The script in general is weak, just from beginning to end.
Yeah.
You don't really understand Mark's motivations as well. If you're an MMA fan, yes, you can fill in that gap. But as somebody who's not into it, you're just like, okay, let's watch this. There's a lot of things you're like, you just kind of have to accept. You're like, okay, he's doing this. Okay, he's doing that.
Even though we're seeing like many years of his career, the movie itself feels like a day in the life of Marco.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
His way of dealing with things doesn't really go very in depth with him and the people around him, especially Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
I have very conflicting feelings on her because like the performance, I think it's amazing. The scene where before she takes the picture, she's just talking to him and he's explaining something and she asks one question and he's like, why are you interrupting me? Well, come on, let me explain. She's like, I'm not. And she tries to fit his wavelength in the conversation. And Emily Blunt conveyed that perfectly. But the character is one note. She doesn't get a lot to do. She disappears for chunks.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I like her last scene. Not saying like spoilers, but I like her last scene very much. So it was like impactful, very much impactful.
Yeah.
but like she was one of the issues with the script where it seemed like I like the first half mostly.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a cohesive whole, it doesn't have as much events. Like this happens and this happens like a movie should.
Yeah.
It's very much, let's just follow what happens to this guy, a day in life, a month in life. Let's see this tournament here, this tournament there, this fight with his wife. It's a little scattered.
Yeah.
It works in the end, I think, because of Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. He holds it together. He's the glue.
Yeah, he is sure. He is a glue. He is charismatic, layered, vulnerable, like angry when he needs to.
And that was the thing that really impressed me of how like how subdued he is. Yeah. You know, because he's such a big personality, you know, a big persona. Yeah. And to be Mark Kerr, he had to like really tone that down and like be kind of like laser focused as Mark Kerr was as a fighter. And that's kind of one of the things I wish they could have expressed a little bit more is like that laser focus was one of the reasons why the relationships he had were so toxic, you know, because he was so demanding on other people that they would be reactive to that at times. Like, seriously, we're going to argue about skim milk in the protein shake? You know what I mean?
And even there's a certain point where like, he says, "Oh, now you're interested in what I do." It's like you don't let me in. You don't let me get interested in what you do.
Exactly.
When I do, you get in.
Exactly. Yeah. You know,
it's a very complex like character.
It's a difficult thing because it's, to be honest, like, you know, watching like the UFC countdown shows that I watch every single time. It's very difficult to make those things interesting because the life of a fighter before a fight is very boring.
Yeah.
You wake up, you train, you rest, you train, you sleep. You wake up, you train, you rest, you sleep. Yeah. You know, it's just monotonous. And to make that interesting is very, very difficult, you know, and it's, you know, that's one of the things that makes me want to watch the movie and even makes me want to watch like these countdown shows. Because like, how are you going to make this interesting? It's like, okay, what are the added elements you're going to put that is not them hitting pads or doing wrestling drills or, you know, hiking up a hill, sweating with a vest on, you know? It's just the same thing, or just getting in shape, you know, and then dealing with the tension.
There's the My Way sequence where he's training, and that was great. Like he goes up the hill, very rocky, right?
Yeah.
Shows a little bit of the feel.
Like there's a great moment in the documentary that I think it's very fast, but it really kind of shows what a fighter goes through. So it's the fight that he loses. And it really is the first time that he brought his girlfriend to see a fight. And so he's backstage and he's with Mark Coleman, and then, you know, he's getting ready. And you see him and he is just a ball of tension, you know? And then she tries to talk to him, you know? And then he's staring at the TV screen, watching the fight, waiting for his turn. And he's just sitting there and she tries to talk to him. And he's like, you know, he's like, don't talk to me right now. Like, the fighters have to be like, side note, I've actually cornered fighters back in the day. And you really kind of have to like, just don't talk to them. Let them be. They have to understand.
Process.
Yeah, they have to process things. And then maybe you say a word to them. Maybe. But most of it is just let them be because they're about to do something.
It's working. Should be working.
I have no idea, bro.
Just see if it's working and just put it through.
Let's pause really quick.
Just to see if it's
him alone.
Yeah, we're back. We had to technical difficulties to figure out. But anyways, as we were talking about, you got to leave fighters alone. And it was funny because in that moment, and I noticed, I was like, man, you're not helping. He kind of like nods her away. She gets up and then goes and walks in front of the TV as if like, look at me kind of thing.
She wants attention,
Yeah, she wants that attention. It's like, that's not the moment, you know, so there was a lot going on. Now, the reason why he lost the fight, I don't think has anything to do with her.
Okay.
It's more of kind of the craziness of Japanese MMA at the time, you know, but yeah. overall, I really, really enjoyed it. I think it has a high rewatchable quality to it. I actually really like the end.
Like
the way
the
it
very ending.
Yeah, the very, very.
I saw many people saying like, "What are we doing here? What is this?"
Mm.
Like it fits what the movie is trying to say. Like it's the story of this guy.
You know, it's like just hazy now.
Yeah.
You know, and then as somebody who follows everything MMA related, when he goes to oi, tudo bem? Ah, tá. Obrigado. All right. When you see his record, it's not a good record. Like he lost, like I think the last 5-6 fights.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was the beginning of his downfall, like for real. You know, so like when it ends like that, knowing that, you're like, it's appropriate.
Yeah.
It's really appropriate.
Yeah. And like the relationship with Coleman is central. It's crucial. Yeah. For everything that happens. Yeah.
It's life, man.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Yes. 3 out of 5. I didn't hate it. I liked it. Yeah. The first half I was really liking, like between a 3.5 and a 4 even. It lost a bit of steam in the second half. It got a bit repetitive, very much repetitive. Like it was the same thing. He fights, like you said, it's very much their routine in their life, right? Their lifestyle. Fight, argue with wife, go away, train, come back, reattach with wife, fight again. But so it was very much that process over and over again. There were some really interesting scenes. I love Emily Blunt's final scene with him, like their banner in the final scene. It's very, very impactful. And everything with Coleman was amazing. Very charismatic guy, like in general with him. I like the fight scenes. I love the score, like a jazzy score, very ambience kind of. Not like isn't trying to call attention to itself.
Yeah, it's not Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, not Hans Zimmer. Yeah. And I like Benny Safdie's like control over the story. It's very similar to a documentary. I didn't see the doc. I want to, but I can see how it comes from a documentary. It's very much handheld cameras. Yeah, looks very good. Looks crisp, right there. Especially the fights where the camera kind of pans away. It works a lot. There are moments of intensity, moments of emotion. Dwayne Johnson is amazing. There just wasn't a clear through line. Not only just like, oh, this is what the movie's about. Not that, just something that brought the loose pieces together. Yeah, it felt like we were just going through the motions a little. Yeah.
And then, this is a small thing that kind of irked me, but even though it's a small thing, the fight commentating. Yeah, it was not good.
No. It wasn't from the official fights.
Okay. They put that in afterwards, but it's like so monotonous. Oh, he takes him down. Oh, he's hitting him. Oh, the fight's over. You know, so like that's not fight commentary. You know, like they're telling a story. They're painting a picture. Yeah. And if it's a brutal moment, you got to express that like, oh my God. I mean, you know, it's Joe Rogan's famous for, you know, like when a knockout happens, it's like, oh, yeah. You want some of that as well, you know, that would have added to the realism. So I wasn't sure why that wasn't part of it.
The fights aren't flashy. Like, have you seen The Iron Claw?
I did, and
the fighting or the movie?
No, the movie itself.
The movie itself.
The movie itself, you know, the Von Erich brothers.
But like, what is about the movie? The fighting or the movie itself?
No, the fighting.
The fighting.
The wrestling, you know, because like, wrestling is hard on the body, you know what I mean?
It feels like they're machines.
Exactly. Yeah. So
but it's very flashy, I think, those fights.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like making it smooth as wrestlers would. I'm also a big-time wrestling fan from back in the day, you know, with, you know, WWF/WWE from growing up. And, you know, so when I watched Iron Claw and I'm like, I would get a little, that's not exactly, but the drama of it all
it's amazing
is just, it's heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it's one of the best movies of the past few years. I think it's amazing. Yeah. And the wrestler as well, right? Like,
now the wrestler I thought did a really good job.
Yeah, more realistic.
Because it's also not as in your face the wrestling aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's more of
Character.
this man who's trying to just exist in this world.
Yeah, it's
after everything that happened in the past.
Yeah, it's the gentlest violent movie ever.
Yeah, definitely.
It gets really deep into him, into what's his name?
Randy the Ram.
Randy the Ram. He gets deep into Randy the Ram. I like Marisa Tomei, like his relationship with her. It's a deep movie.
I mean, Darren Aronofsky. You know what I mean?
It's one of the best. So his filmography is so heavy, but it's so good.
Really, that's a great way. It's heavy because like you can't just be like, let's watch Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, The Whale or Mother.
Yeah, and Mother's the one that
I haven't seen Mother. I've seen everything but Mother, Pi, and Noah.
Pi I never saw. I remember hearing about it.
Yeah,
that's when I was like taking film classes in high school.
Yeah.
And my teacher was like, you gotta watch this movie, Pi.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Fountain as well with Hugh Jackman.
Fountain I did see. Yeah. It's trippy.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of cool, but you know, Darren Aronofsky does weird stuff. That's why when I heard he was like in line to do a Justice League movie back in the day. Yeah. I'm like, what? Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work. That's not the kind of guy he is.
Yeah. And he's like, it's very much character movies, even though they're heavy. Like Black Swan, it's about Natalie Portman.
Black Swan's great.
The Whale's about Brendan Fraser.
Black Swan's probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Of the Aronofsky's.
Yeah.
You know, because I think that's the one that is a little bit more understandable to me, because The Fountain is so conceptual, and Requiem for a Dream is so traumatic. That it's like Black Swan I can watch, and I was like, that's really cool.
I think that's my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Did she win the Oscar for that?
She did. Yeah, Natalie Portman's Oscar. I like Black Swan, but I think Requiem for a Dream, The Wrestler are more impactful, and The Whale is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's probably one of, if not his most divisive movie, like side by side with Mother.
Yeah.
I just think it's... Have you seen The Whale?
Nah, I didn't see it. I was happy for Brendan Fraser. That's been my guy.
Yeah, he is.
Snowman.
That probably is my favorite performance of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
it's
a bold statement.
And it's a divide. Like, even though he won the Oscar, there are many people that hate the Oscar win or the movie or the way the movie treats him, like obesity in general.
I think it's just a sensitive topic for the time period.
Yeah, and I don't think it's like... In my interpretation, many people interpret it as being about obesity. Yeah. I don't think it's about obesity.
Yeah.
So the human experience in a more general sense.
Yeah.
Really recommend it. If you haven't seen it, really heavy watch. Like, I recommended it to one of my teachers.
Yeah.
She saw it, and the next day she was like, yeah.
Why you gotta do that, bro?
I liked it a lot, but like, brought me back to the dark times. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let me see. I think we're almost to wrap up here. Anything last comments?
Oscar prospects for Smashing Machine. Him and her, I think it's hard, but the makeup probably.
Makeup definitely. Maybe even editing.
Sure.
Maybe.
I think it's very stacked this year, editing.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But I think definitely makeup.
Yeah.
I always, from the beginning, I always thought like, I think you're hyping it up too much. Yeah. I'm sure he's going to do great, but the whole like Oscar buzz I thought was just way overblown. But in the end, it's still an amazing performance.
It is.
The best of his career.
And it's probably a first step for a new chapter in his career.
Yeah.
He's doing a Scorsese movie, right, with Leo.
He's doing a movie now, or he's prepping to do a movie where he's going to play like a 70-year-old man. Which is why, like, he, like, shrunk or deflated.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because everyone was like, why are you so skinny?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
He's like, I'm doing something, movie, guys. Yeah. You know, we're playing an old man who's probably going to die real soon. You know, I was like, okay. Yeah. So he's like, it's like he's making those steps in, like, this part of his career, which is commendable. It's good for you.
Really great.
You know, you did all the things that you wanted.
Yeah. And just Oscar talk, one bad after another.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the best picture winner. Maybe. Honestly, like, so many people are loving it.
Best supporting for Sean Penn, maybe?
Supporting for Sean Penn. Like, it's hard between him, Stellan Skarsgård, and Paul Mescal.
Okay.
One of those three. Best actor, Leo. Supporting actress, it's divided between Tiana Taylor and Chase Infinity. Probably Tiana Taylor, just because of, like, her role in the movie.
All right.
and techs across the board, cinematography, score, editing, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Go to your local movie theater.
Please do.
Sit, enjoy the darkness, and watch the movie, whatever it is that you choose to watch. Support your local movie theater.
Please do.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And see you guys next time.
See you.